All right, hey, what's going on, Freedom All right, so one thing I was learning as I was like visualizing and looking at things that I desired, you know what I'm saying? I had to understand like all of it is an illusion, um, because the skill is of what I'm doing is gonna get me there. Like everything else, the skill is gonna keep me paid. The skill is gonna keep me flourishing because I had to understand like one thing that Dan Locke says. He said you need a high paid skill. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And I had to focus on changing my identity in my craft so I could really hold on to the skill of what I need to do. And I'm finally getting that as I retrain my brain around this idea of self-image. And, you know, uh, and right now, no matter if I like it or not, the crazy part about it is I'm doing something that I really don't like, you know what I'm saying? Not much. I'm not in love with. I'm kind of even starting to hate. I ain't gonna hold you. Because I want to get the easy route, and there is none. You feel what I'm saying? I have to understand that shit. There is none. Um, I've gotten a great intuitive gift and craft of marketing from my Scorpio behavior, but it's a skill that needs to be developed and mastered. And it's something I'm kind of natural at. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's still a skill that needs to be crafted. And when I was walking in the store, I was like, yo, whatever I want is in my reach. It's just that I have to develop this skill, like master it, be obsessive about it, um, and watch my identity and how I operate in my business, because a lot of them, that's the watch your identity of how you operate in your business, because a lot of us are, including myself, where I'm growing from, is operating from a newbie standpoint, in my field, instead of like an expert that I claim to be, and understanding that I've helped people scale, I've helped people make thousands of dollars online. I want to get to that level where really and truly, like kind of like King Ashley Ann, I'm about to like probably shitload buy all her courses and shit, to see what she's talking about, low key. Um, and she makes multiple six-figure earners, and that's what I want. I want to help people make six figures online, um, and do that like a cakewalk. I've helped people break through their first 1,000, 2,000, and maybe even shit. I've helped people break through their first 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's fascinating how how life works. How I need to like identify with the fact that people, because of my network or because of my skill, people have made $5,000, $10,000 their first 90 to 180 days, and that shit. I wasn't doing that when I first started. Shit, I was struggling. Um, but through pain, and all that, and skill development, I learned I have a lot to grow, a lot to go, and I have to like let go of all the stuff that I've achieved and help people do, because like one of my friends and old mentors would say, he was like, when I first met him, he was like, when I told him all that I've achieved, he said, I don't care about what you've achieved. I said, what can you do now? And the thing is, at the time, it was so horrible because I undercharged him, and I wasn't able to help him at the ability, and I wasn't, and when I undercharged him, I wasn't putting myself in a position where I got the money that I needed so I can help him more, And when I told him programs to pay for, I was struggling, like trying to just pay my phone bill, and I didn't really truly accept the fact that the power was my identity, my manifestation skills, my mouth, my tongue, saying the things that I need to say to get the things that I want to get. Because I literally manifest things from visualization. Speaking things into existence, and all that other stuff. And it's the skill of it's certain skill sets that you need to have. I'm understanding to be where you need to be, and more importantly, your identity needs to match your skill set. And wow, I finally received that now, because if your identity doesn't match your skill set, you'll never truly evolve. You're you'll have this high ass skill set like I do, and but because your identity has not changed, you won't see the value in it. You'll just think, ooh, wow, that's deep. You won't see the value in it, and you'll undercharge, you'll underpay, you'll get too much away for free because your identity is still the same. You know what I'm saying? Who you think you are, and more importantly, at times, what you think you deserve is not up to par. And because it's not up to par, um, you work your business like a job owner. Um, you don't put in the necessary hours of learning, uh, of focus, of discipline, because your identity is still with being a job holder. Your identity is still with being poor. I'm finally burning all of the bridges to poverty, all of them. And if people are on them, that's too bad. Because I'm not going back there. So either you flying over here, you taking a boat over here, but I'm not going back to poverty. Because that's not where my identity is at anymore. And as I understand that now, you gotta let the shit go. You know, um, you gotta really know who you are, and know your value. Cause that's super important. Because as Africans, what the world has stripped us of is thinking that the world flipped us on our head, thinking that we're invaluable, and that's not the truth. But we are probably the most valuable people on the planet because most of everything was been created by us. There's most inventions on this planet. Have been touched by us. You know. So like I said, when you don't know your value or your worth, you think you have to chase these material things. And there's nothing wrong with material things. They're great to have. They're great to utilize. But what I had to understand, if that's all you are, and you're a slave to this material world, that means that when somebody shifts the material or the condition on how you get the material, you'll do it because the material is not you're not in control of that material. So I had to have a deep understanding of, you know, going within myself. And that's part of my Scorpio North Node, of going within myself, going deeply within myself where I'm not ruled by the material, at least a high vibrational Scorpio, because low vibrational Scorpios do that, but they'll do it for manipulation and power, even though that's still part of my dimension, because with my moon and Capricorn is set up. I'm about to get that. I need power and position, but in a different way. I have to do it from an internal standing. So that means I could live anywhere and be on multi-millionaire status. Like I'm in what they would call the hood right now. And I'd rather be making 8 figures and you don't know nothing about me. And all you know is I'm buying buildings, I'm buying property, I'm buying real estate, I'm closing deals. You don't know shit about me unless I tell you. Alright? And I think I'd rather keep it that way. Alright? Support my black businesses, and that's it. Help them grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Alright? So, like I said, it's this your skill is what's gonna get you paid. And I think I've been focusing and this is focus on the money. Focus on the money. But it's the skill and multiple skills that's gonna get you paid. Like I'm gonna go watch this. I'm gonna watch it in the background and listen to it. It's what's his name? David. Got his name. He owns Valuetainment. I think he got 1 million views. on a video called How to Be a Millionaire, and so I could avoid this law of destruction, and I got to figure out how to avoid this law of destruction, where law of self-destruction, excuse me, because you get super comfortable where you are, and I can't forget it, man, because it's so real, where people get comfortable, and comfortable is a good thing, but if you get too comfortable, where you don't grow, you're in the same place. And what's crazy is that Ed Milet said it in another video. He was like, "Yo, the year before, you should not be the same version of you," and that's what I'm gonna do now. The 24-year-old version of me is not gonna be this. It's not gonna be the 23-year-old version of me, and I swear on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized I was achieving a little bit more, but I was still of the same identity that I was at 18, with no money, with bad credit, with not acting in my high self-esteem, not acting fearlessly, not acting in the truth of who I am, and I'm in a 9 cycle. So I'm glad this shit is closing. So next year I'll be walking in my 1 year, so I'll be beast mode as fuck. But yeah, so it's all being done in a 9 year. Yes, that last year was an 8 year for me, and it was a lot of purging out, a lot of showing who I really am at my core. You know what I'm saying? And because Aries 9 is ruled by Aries, this could be a really great year for me if I let myself be more Aries like, and spearhead the consciousness. And I gotta find out what one is ruled by. It's probably the sun, probably Leo. No, Leo's 5. Anyway, but yeah, absolutely. And I gotta get better at that game plan shit. But at the end of the day, the universe gave me a great amount of tools so I can change my life, and I'm happy and grateful about that. Um, you know, you know, uh, like I said, man, it's just the 24-year-old version of me, man. Listen, shit, that motherfucker gonna be diesel as fuck, rich as fuck. You're not gonna know shit about me unless I want you to. You heard? So, like I said, I see so much opportunity in this Atlanta place. I need to capitalize on it. But anywho, like I said, as I get these chi balls in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And while you're developing your skill, burn the bridges of poverty. I challenge you to burn the bridges of poverty, because there's nothing in poverty. And I think as an African, they tend to condition us that way, like like being in poverty is cool or something, and it ain't. There is nothing cool about poverty. There's nothing cool about being broke. There's nothing cool about it. There's nothing all right with it. There's nothing. There ain't nothing there. And I agree with the coon Steve Harvey, even though I agree with my fellow even though he's a Capricorn, I kind of focus him on a low, where he's part of the system. You know what I'm saying? But he's still low key the poor kid from Chicago. That's why he does things with integrity. Monique and Steve Harvey are the difference of when you grow your personhood and your bank account versus when you grow just your bank account. Because you're willing to do, or like he said in a previous video in his stand-up comedy, he's willing to act like a monkey for $4 million, and it just shows you he became a self-prophet. He became a self-prophet of that. So like I said, Monique became a better person. So when she said she's with us for real, I would agree, because she's like, yo, and I actually agree with her stances now. But I would just say, stop being a little bitch, and stop begging the white man to give you what you want, and go build your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You've made enough people laugh. You made enough people Smile where people, if you said, yo, I'm doing boopity boop boop boop, people will support you. You have a fan base. Stop being a little bitch and get your ass and go create your own shit. Well, a lot of people aren't willing to do that, especially black folk, because then you're going to start competing with your master. So for me, you can't compete with your master and suck their dick at the same time and then say, talk this revolutionary shit you're talking about. Either you with the revolution or you not. So, but anyway, that's what happens when you grow your integrity. When you grow as a person, you start realizing, yo, boo, 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 boo. Because when he said that when he said that he has people counting on him, he just has people counting on his bank account. He don't have people counting on him per se, because he hasn't grown as a person. Because when you grow as a person, you start to realize your shit bigger than you. And I don't just mean your immediate family. I mean your community. I mean you going back to the hood, etc., etc. He not doing that because he hasn't grown as a person. Because your person is very much tied, and this is what black people don't understand. Your personhood is very much tied to your community, and and because they trained us. Well, the system has trained us to be so individualistic that we think that you know we don't have to do that. This is not the truth. Because all people who are truly prospering know that one benefits all, and all benefits one. So, like I said, your skill set, but the thing is, back to the one part, you have to develop that skill that makes you say, I can pass it on to somebody else. I can give this game away for free. Like I gave some game away to somebody who has 40,000 followers. Quote unquote, she's a global. She said she's a global speaker and all that other stuff. And I said, I don't know, because I meet people all the time with 40,000 followers and got no money. So, so like I said, so your skill set is what's going to set you apart. Your skill set is what's going to be able to transfer your wealth. And like this young man was, like this gentleman was saying on a video I was watching, there's a difference between ordinary wealth and in meaningful wealth. And a lot of us attain ordinary wealth. We just get the nice car, we get the nice, that's good, I'm gonna write that in my book. That we just get the nice car, the nice whips, we get that kind of like what Eric Thomas was saying. You so blinded by this world that you're not where the Most High told you to be. And that's one of the things I really strive for, to be where the Most High told me to be. Not just in just having ordinary wealth of having the material things, but having prosperous relationships, learning how to deal with certain people, even if that means cutting them off, etc., etc. So, because I'm willing now to cut people off if they don't serve me anymore. I'm not going to be attached to you and your dysfunction for the sake of dysfunction. We're not doing that shit no more. So like I said, I show up every day. I'm about to start showing up every day, because it's my business. It's my skill that I have to do. For what I'm saying. And these will go to instantly to my YouTube channel. Faithful freedom. You know what I'm saying? So, subscribe. Right? So, like I said, your skill, man. I had to detach from the material shit for a little bit, even though I keep seeing it, keep going to the stores, keep going to the stores, keep buying, doing things that that's never been done before. But put a time limit on that and figure out who you can help. You know what I'm saying? Who rent you? Can you put yourself in a position where you can pay somebody rent and not think twice about it? Can you put yourself in a position where you can help somebody get out of poverty? Can your skill set allow you to do that? And that's where I want to be. Where my skill set, if they fuck with me and they do what I say, they don't get out of poverty. You know what I'm saying? And That's meaningful wealth. Like nothing brings me more joy than seeing my clients get that bag. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Nothing brings me more joy than to see clients get that bag. Um, and yeah, man, your skill, your skill will take you far. And you have to develop multiple skills in this lifetime. And like how Ty Lopez would say, as I watch his courses of health, wealth, love, and happiness. That's a real thing. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. For those, and I say, last but not least, with your skill. If you're gonna get your dumbass and you're gonna get your dumbass up and commit to something for 10, 20 years in love, in wealth, in health, get your ass up and get a book, get a mentor. There's so much information to not so you don't have to be sick, you don't have to be broke, you don't have to be poor, you don't have to be any of that shit. Those nowadays is more of a choice. And to some people that sounds crazy, but you can go to the library and pick up Think and Grow Rich, or go on Amazon, get Think and Grow Rich for less than $10, and let it change your life. You feel what I'm saying? And apply the shit, and then go teach somebody else how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not gonna be doing this here. You're gonna be seeing me at conferences. You're gonna see me meet Bob Proctor. You're gonna see me meet some of the heroes that changed my life. You're gonna see me meet Ed Milet, etc., etc. So, like I said, your skill set, man. Develop a skill set. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but visions come to me all the time. But develop a skill set that makes you the master of your fate. Because if you can transfer that to any area, and that's a beautiful part about a skill set. Once you develop a skill set with success, you can transfer that to any area of life. Like I said earlier last night, um, no, I kind of disagree with that. Knowledge is not power. Active knowledge is power. We have too many black people who think knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Because a lot of black people are sharing a lot of information, and we ain't going nowhere with them. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being with black people who have a whole lot of fucking knowledge, and they don't have no buildings, don't have no real estate, they don't have no community centers, they don't have shit going on. But you could intellectually jerk off with them all day. I'm sick of that shit. Knowledge is not power. You know what I'm saying? Because white people, yes, they keep knowledge from you. Knowledge is very key. But if they go out and they go build some shit, they go out and they go do some shit. I'm sick of black people talking that knowledge is power. It is not power. There's a lot of Google scholars, and trust me, it's necessary because we need to wake up. But we need to put that information out there. I don't doubt it, like I'm doing now. But the difference between me and a lot of black scholars is I've changed people's lives. I'm about to start changing more lives. And that's the power. The power is not in having a whole bunch of shit you Googled, you listened to, and you can regurgitate, but having a track record to saying that you cross somebody's path, and they are way better economically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because you crossed their path. And if that's not the case, you're full of shit. To be honest with you, a lot of people die with knowledge. A lot of people. A lot of people are not, doing nothing, and that's why I semi-respect Louis Farrakhan, because he's in a position where he could format you to have some discipline, have some principles, have some, self-respect, some change your self-image. You know what I'm saying? I just don't respect his coonery, but I respect the fact that, because the universe will purge him out eventually. But but like I said, um, at the end of the day, at least he has a platform. He has a building. He has form. Where you can say, go to this mosque, and you could build some shit. You know what I'm saying? You could deal with your fellow Muslim and be like, yo, this is what we gonna do. Bloop, 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 bloop. But you can't do that with a lot of groups. A lot of conscious people, they don't have shit. And I'm like, yo, Y'all should not be talking all this esoteric bullshit. Y'all can't put y'all skills together. What the fuck y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand being conscious and you don't got an internet platform. What the fuck are you really doing? You're not really conscious if you don't got no internet platform. You're not really conscious if you don't have no land. You're not really conscious if you don't have nothing that's prevalent for you and your family. You're not really conscious. You just got a whole lot of Googled knowledge. And the reason why I say that is because I don't read a lot of books. I ain't gonna hold you. I should be. I'm about to elevate my game. But a lot of knowledge just comes to me. The universe is spitting my third eye and the way my brain set up. It just be coming to me. I don't really have to ask. You know what I'm saying? A lot of knowledge just comes to me. So all that you need to read 1,002 books, wrong. Now, no, hold up. That's right. It's right. But the difference between white people and black people is the white people go out, take their knowledge, and go build some shit. You know what I'm saying? I get it. We've been conditioned for a long time to self-hate, self-destroy, etc., etc. That's why I give us the patience and understanding. But I do say, but I tell many black people, I really want to build, but we need spearheads who are about their shit. We don't need spearheads who just dropping knowledge and building an occult following. And trust me, like I say all the time, there are three people that's gonna be in this community. They are liberators, they are educators, and they are connectors. I am a liberator. I connect you. My strengths are in connecting. My strengths are in educating. But I'm developing the skill of a liberator. Meaning I can give you the platform, I give you the skill set, and I can connect you to people that have done it over and over and over. I can connect you to people. I can give you knowledge and information that could change your situation in 90 days. But, you're not going to finesse me and be like, oh, bloop, 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 bloop. And you do, 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 do. And I have a resume and niggas, they point back to me. I've had niggas point back to me and say, yo, fuck a college degree, go to that nigga. So, I have yet to go to school marketing, I'll never will. So, so, like I said, not in this life. And, a lot of people just be bullshitting. And, or he play the fluff. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. But goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Um, put niggas on some game. That'll change their life. You know what I'm saying? Teach a nigga how to go from nothing to something. You feel me? That's way more important. That's what I'm about to do. Teach mad niggas how to go from nothing to something. And so they can put food on the table. Because I wish I had some of the knowledge that I have now at 18. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wish I would have trusted myself more. That's what I wish I would have did. But I knew what was up. But yeah, your skill is more important. Develop your skill. That's how I would tell to all my young people. Develop your skill, yo. It's more important than your family, more important than your friends. Because all of them have agendas. All of them have thoughts, feelings, emotions that if you don't know what skill you came here to develop, what identity you come to build, then you'll be a slave to everybody else's bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, do your own shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm 34, oh my God. Woohoo! I can feel the chill down my spine, B. My bank account gonna be stupid. The amount of lives gonna be changing gonna be stupid. And ain't nobody finna get in my way either. So like I said, we is not in a time and day where, like I said, they even say, 7 years ago there was no Instagram, B. Like I said, parents better catch up, yo. 7 years ago, there was no Instagram. Stop playing yourself. Niggas becoming millionaires off Instagram. Stop playing. Like I said, your skill, man. Even if it's about go on Instagram and build some shit. You could be a millionaire doing drop shipping in a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So all this, all these stores are becoming bankrupt. They don't want to adjust. I'm home now. We'll develop a new skill.